We are ready here for the last dance of Buchowitz 2018 Blind Football Cup. Welcome here live from Buchowitz to the big final, and we are lucky to present the two best teams of this tournament. They totally awarded here to the final, and we are very excited. On the left side, looked at from our commentator's position, and as well in the YouTube live stream, you're seeing in white shirts and blue shorts the University of Worcester Blind Football Club, and playing in blue shirts and white shorts, playing from right to left, looking at from the stream and from our position, is Once de Madrid. Referee is an expert and experienced couple. They whistled only days ago the World Cup final. Now they just flew in here to Riesling. The Buchowicz finalists Stuart Winden from England and Francois Carquet from France. And I welcome Peter Selby next to me.
Well done, Maurizio, for your performance in the previous game as referee. And now we've got two referees who you just said indeed refereed the World Cup final. So we're talking about the top quality officials. Not just in this game, obviously yourself in the previous game, but yes, it just shows you the quality of the tournament. I'm glad to one thing say is that the majority of the crowd who was here, a huge crowd for the previous game, you had the biggest crowd to referee in front of. The majority of the crowd have actually stayed for this final, which is good because obviously Avoid Bruno, they're not in this final. They finished third in their home tournament. So here we have the team of Madrid. If you're watching the live stream, then good afternoon wherever you are in the world. This is the final. Now Madrid are shooting from right to left. They're in the blue shirts, white shorts and white socks. When the University of Worcester shooting from left to right, from the camera side, from the official side and from our commentary side. University of Worcester in the majority white shirts, blue sleeves, blue socks and blue shorts. It's going to be Madrid to get us underway.
Audience, what was it?
And it's kick-off for Madrid in the final. Down the left-hand side they go, but it's intercepted by Robin Williams. Over the halfway line, Williams goes. Williams back inside his own half on the left-hand side. Williams intercepted by Alamar. Alamar comes forward. Archer does well along with Harris to snuff out the attack. Alamar is tenacious though. Tries to tackle Harris. Harris goes down the left-hand side past Alamar. Harris continues his run. Harris carrying on going into the opposition third, into the D, and Harris collides into the goalkeeper, and it runs out of play for a restart for Rodriguez, the goalkeeper for Spain. Rodriguez, long throw, overarm, downfield. It hits Archer. Archer, can he stop this from going out of play? No, it's going to run out of play for a corner to Madrid in these early stages on the right-hand side.
Yeah, we have the corner kick there. Sergio Alamar is already there, looking for his supporting. There is with the number 21, Vicente Aguilar Camora, after this red card in the last group stage match. He was blocked for semi-final. Now he's back on the pitch with the 21, but he's not the one gonna join Alamar, but it's with the number 3, Victor Fernandez. Fernandez is there to tip in the ball. 3-man wall build of Worcester. Each one is a meter space to the next one. Corner taken is Sergio Alamar throwing a ball, shoot, but Dylan Marpas was a foot save, kicking the ball far, far away over almost the whole pitch, over the whole pitch, and it crosses the line and it goes over it. So it's the goal clearance for Rodriguez Oliva. He looking for somebody to throw the ball to, decided for short ball on the left wing, deep in his own half to his number 3, Fernandez. Fernandez with a deep switch, looking for Alamar. Alamar against Turnham. Turnham wins his infight. Turnham pushing forward, traveling with the ball a lot. But Alamar in backward position, in backward moving. He is struggling there. He was the last one who touches. So the ball goes over, out of play in the left board. And there is a corner kick for Worcester. 2 minutes played, intense start. You see immediately how loud it was. The guidance are immediately there.
And the pace of the game as well. It promises to be a cracking final when it started off at 1,000 miles an hour as we thought it might. It's a corner to Worcester on the left. It's going to be Roy Turnham. Roy Turnham goes deep to the broken line, squares it over towards the right where Williams is. Williams dropped too deep though, back to the halfway line. He goes to try and tackle Aguilar, does so. Williams back to the centre circle. He's got Turnham to his left, that comes off the board, intercepted by Aguilar. Aguilar comes down the right into Worcester territory. Aguilar cuts inside, he's got his left arm bandaged. Aguilar drifts back to the right, past the broken line, good close skills, tries to square it to the near side, where the Aguilar is back. Aguilar now goes forward over the halfway line into centre circle. Aguilar drifts past Archer down the left-hand side. Aguilar, who had a red card in the game previous, that's why he missed the previous game. Shot just takes a deflection wide of the left-hand post, so it's going to be a corner on the left-hand side. But good play by Aguilar, good turn, good shots, and he gets a corner.
Hidden shot, but I guess anyway, even if there was not being the deflection by Darren Harris left foot, Del Mapas in Worcester goal would be there with your, how you named it, classical acrobatic stretching with the right foot outside.
Yeah, he's a very flexible goalkeeper. He likes to use his feet down low, and he's the England international goalkeeper. He was the goalkeeper of the tournament at the World Cup.
Good that you mentioned this. It's nice to know. Corner taken is Sergio Alamar with the ball. He tried to banana, he tried to shoot, but he overtopped the ball. It goes slowly into the goalie box, and Dylan Mapas stepped his hands on and fast. He made the game fast, looking for Roy Turnham already in the final third. There on the left-handed kickboard, blocked by Mendes, but he goes through. He tried to find his way to the box, but there is blocked by the last man standing, Miguez, and Miguez just cleared it wide over the whole pitch, and it's just in this moment it crossed the goal line, and so it's keeper's clearance for Dylan Mapas for Worcester. 4.5 minutes played, still 0-0 the result. Short roll to Darren Harris. Harris opens the game, traveled 2 or 3 meters, then he decided to switch forward in direction of Robin Williams. Robin Williams, right wing, he tried to turn inside. Alamar blocked him very well, but still position of the ball for the tall Worcester striker. He came from right, now he turns in the center. He has the opportunity to have it on the left, but Alamar is there. He felt over the ball, and then he jumped off immediately, and it's the position of the ball for Sergio Alamar. Alamar does it very well over the left wing. He's already close to the broken line, but then he lost position of the ball. Time for Roy Turnham.
Turnham over the halfway line, down the right. He approaches the broken line. He's got 3 defenders in front of him. He goes over to the right, near the kickboard. Lovely drag back. Now he goes towards the centre, cuts back, runs into a defender. The referee, Stuart Winton, on the scene, says no foul. He's still got the ball turned, and he's by the right-hand kickboard, inside the opponent's third. He's approaching the D, can't get beyond us. 4 defenders in front of number 9, Roy Turnham, and Turnham somehow still has the ball. He goes to the ground. That's a tackle, a bad foul actually, by Aguilar, who says no, 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 but the referee blew his whistle. It was a trip and a push. It was an obvious foul there by Aguilar, and it's going to be a free kick to Worcester, just on the broken line, 3 or 4 yards in, maybe 5 yards in from the kickboard on the right-hand side. It was an easy decision for the referee, and Aguilar, who, we have to remember, was sent off in his previous game. He was sent off for putting his hands on an official, so I don't know whether he's learnt his lesson, because he had disagreed with the decision, and it was a relatively easy decision there for Stuart Winton to give. It's going to be a free kick to Worcester. It's on the broken line, right-hand side. Williams will take this. Over to the left, along the broken line, is also Liam Archer. Behind him, who's going to take this kick, just roll it for Williams, is Darren Harris. Back inside his own half is the person who earned the free kick, and that's Roy Turnham. It's going to be Williams. He's just getting the instructions from Dan James behind the goal. 4-man wall for Madrid. They are standing on the edge of the D. Williams goes into the centre. He's going to cut back. Now he goes down the left-hand side again. Williams on his left foot, very wide, and it's going to be a goal kick to Madrid.
Yeah, he missed the shot, and in the next step, he kicked the ball away over the line, so it's Sergio Rodriguez Oliva to open the game. He decided for a short one on the right wing, where play was number 3, Victor Fernandez, pick up the ball, attacked immediately by Liam Archer, so he kicked the ball along the kickball, but nice interception by Roy Turnham. Turnham is dribbling, he fell down, but he stands up already. There was no foul, and then there was a foul against Roy Turnham. He was not in the position of the ball, running behind the ball, so he thought maybe he's in a position on the ball, but he was not, so he need to call Roy, the Spanish word, and to just mark himself. He didn't do it, so absolutely correct by Francois Caquet, which is there. 7.5 minutes played, free kick for Spain for
Yeah,
Madrid.
he was ready with the whistle because he knew he wasn't going to say the word. He's a very experienced referee. Good ball downfield. Aguilar, great control on the left side of the D. But Darren Harris comes in with a vital interception. Really good defending. That's one of the best pieces of defending that we've actually seen in this tournament. Just as Aguilar was probably about to pull the trigger, across came Darren Harris, and it was an interception which leads to a corner. But no, the referee there was really good refereeing because he could understand that Roy Turnham was going to get to the ball without saying boy, and he was ready with the whistle. It's a corner to Aguilar and Madrid. On the left-hand side, he's going to receive this. There is every man back for Worcester inside their D. In the centre is Turnham. 3 men in a wall, Archer, Harris and Williams. Malpass in goal, and Aguilar will take this. Alamar's on the far side. Aguilar takes it. He's tackled by Harris, and now there could be a bit of a break on. Harris over the halfway line. Number 4 goes over to the left, stops before the broken line. Square is Williams. Williams will have to advance 10 yards forward to pick the ball up, but Aguilar's back. Aguilar goes long across to the right-hand side, but back is Turnham for Worcester. Turnham inside his own half. Turnham flips the ball forward, and that's too much on that for Williams, and it will be a Rodriguez start.
Yeah, too deep, almost 9 minutes played, still 0-0 on the scoreboard. Rodriguez still open the scene, and it seems like that he decide for a strong one, crossing to the center. He's looking for his mate, but Aguilar is too late. He tried to cut into the D, but the ball goes in the hands of Dylan Malpass. Malpass reopened the game looking for Robin Williams, but Robin Williams missed the control. The ball passed him through over the kickboard. He went out, and it's again Rodriguez Oliva to open the game, having a communication with his coach Becerra. And so he changed his opinion and put the ball slowly into the left wing. Liam Archer runs towards Miguel, but Miguel reaches the pass completed. It's jumped into the D. Aguilar tried to find it, tried to shoot in the first contact, but he missed it. Ball goes close to the line. He keeps it in. It's still Aguilar. They are attacked by Darren Harris. Nice back kick heel to try to come into the box, but Darren Harris is very well performed there. Steal him the ball and goes himself forward. Try to switch, but Robin Williams was not in position, so he need to run towards the ball. A foul reclaimed by the Spanish bench, but game goes on. Conquered the ball. Robin Williams, nice switch to his number 9, to Roy Turnham, left wing, close to the board. He turns around Alamar. He tries to shoot it. He's close in the center of the D. 7 meter shoot, hidden shoot it, but blocked by Miguel, and the ball flipped away, bounced away in the foot of Aguilar. Aguilar tries to dribble, but there was a deflection by Liam Archer. The ball goes deep inside. Could then Harris keep it in? Yeah, he keeps it alive, but it's in the D, danger zone, supporting by Robin Williams, and he cleared it diagonal way in direction of Roy Turnham.
Yeah, he clears downfield, and it went straight to Turnham. Turnham from the left-hand side, approaching the D. Can he get beyond the last man? No, he can't. It's good defending by Madrid. Turnham with the last-ditch efforts, but here comes Alamar down the field. Alamar drinking one way, then another. Runs straight into Harris. It's end-to-end football. A fantastic final here in Mukovica. And it's over on the near side, on the halfway line. Here goes Alamar. Alamar inside the centre circle, over to the right-hand side. Alamar stops on the broken line. He's got Aguilar to his left. He finds Aguilar. If he can keep this in, no, he can't. He's going to run out of play, and it will be a goalkeeping restart. There is less than 10 minutes to go in his first half. It's goalless, but a fantastic final we've got here. Some great skills being shown. Malpass, the goalkeeper, underarm throw down the right to try and find Williams. Williams will control this deep inside the Madrid third. No, he doesn't. It just goes past Williams, and it goes out of play for Rodriguez to start to the goalkeeper. The referee, Stuart Winton, has scored a referee's timeout. So referee there, Stuart Winton, just telling the two guards behind the goal that there's too much noise from behind the goals when the ball's not in the attacking third. Long throw out by Rodriguez, very good control by Aguilar. Left-hand side of the D, runs again into Harris and through to the goalkeeper, Malpass. Harris is performing very well at the back for Worcester. He's stuffing out the attack so far. Throw out by Malpass to find Williams on the right, on the halfway line. Back inside his own half he goes, then plays it down the left-hand line to Turnham. Turnham can't control it, goes between his legs. He won't charge that down, and it will go out for a Rodriguez start.
Yeah, unlucky because Roy Turnham was quite free because Alamar tried to intercept the ball and he missed it, so he was already skipped. But anyway, Rodriguez trying to find Alamar in front, but Alamar the same way as Turnham did. The ball passed him passed through his legs, and it's out, and goal clearance for Delamarpas. But before we have this, Pete, it's the timeout called by Worcester. It's a goalless game until now, but you mentioned it. It's a high-quality blind football match. What me impressed, it's going one side to the other side. There are almost no breaks, no rest. Tack, 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 one side to the other.
Just heard Roy Tonham there when he's coming over to the bench saying that there's so much noise. So referee Stuart Winter was absolutely right with his call, because the players were saying it's so noisy on the other side. But a breathless final so far. High-quality final from both sides. No real clear-cut goal-scoring opportunities. A good effort so far by Roy Tonham on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, there's been a few loose passes because on the right for Worcester, Williams has not actually got further forward than he has in previous games, mainly because of the threat from Aguilar on this side. For Spain, Alamar's been quite quiet actually. The balls to Aguilar on the left-hand side, some of them have been overthrown, overhit. It's just not quite clicking for both sides at the moment, but it is a high-quality game from the two best sides. If you were to predict a final at the start of the tournament, this would have been the final that we predicted. And so far, we've not been let down. 12 minutes gone, it's 0-0, but it's a cracking final.
Absolutely, both teams show why they're here in the final. Even if it was a hard fight, both are here, and they continue with this hard fight in the first 12 minutes. We are very excited how it goes on. One is sure, it's Delamarpas to reopen the game. There was the last action before Worcester calling the timeout. Both referees are ready, the guys are ready, everybody is lifting up his thumb, and game can go on. It's Delamarpas looking for an opportunity. Oh, there's deep inside Robin Williams. Could he reach the ball? Oh, he touched it, but he miscontrolled it. From his right foot, it slipped away over and goes out wide. So it's Rodriguez Oliva to open. He throws it with a hard throw, but Robin Williams is between. Aguilar could win the infight. He tried from the left wing to go in, but there was a deflection by Dan Harris. Well defeated. He's present there, the central defender with the number 4, and he did the deflection. He stepped in with the right foot, stopped Aguilar to his way to the target, and so at least there is a corner for Madrid to 12.5 minutes played.
Yeah, Darren Harris at the moment is really probably the star performer on the field. He's been exceptional in defence for Worcester, and he's going to have to continue here. There's the 3-man wall. The corner will be taken from the left-hand side with Aguilar. Aguilar with a curved run. Nope, he's going to go straight into the D. He runs straight into Harris. The ball is motionless. Now he's put his foot on the ball. Aguilar is going to turn and try and play it in Alamar. Alamar back towards the halfway line, turning for company. Alamar turns. Now he can shoot on the edge of the D. Shoots. Good save by Malpass down to his left, using his left boot. And it's out over the halfway line, and he could produce a bit of a counter-attack here because it's picked up by Turnham. Down the right, square ball to find Williams. That's what Worcester like to do. Square pass from left to right, right to left. Williams to Turnham. Williams with Aguilar all over his back. He's got 2 hands on his hips there, and he goes back to Archer. Archer on the right, tussling with tussling with Aguilar. Archer comes up to the D, and he pokes it wide. Keeper ball for Madrid. Rodriguez will then throw it out. Rodriguez, tall goalkeeper for Madrid, all in green. Drop it actually outside of his penalty, outside of his D. Sideways pass by Madrid from their own third into the midfield third on the right. Tussling with Turnham is Jose Rodriguez. Turnham gets the better of this time. Turnham inside the midfield third. Flips the ball over to the right, actually hits the chest of Aguilar. Williams tries to pick it up inside the third, just past the broken line on the right kickboard. It's rolling into the D, and it's rolling too fast, and it will roll out of play for a corner to Worcester.
There was a misunderstanding, I guess, because Aguilar was there and he stopped running in the intention that it was Robin Williams last to contact the ball, but it wasn't. He wasn't it, so there is the corner in this consequence. 5 minutes to go in this first half. There is the corner from the right wing for Worcester. There is Liam Archer to tip the ball in, I guess, for Robin Williams. Then Des Harris is here on the right board, just close behind the broken line, and in the left wing is waiting Roy Turnham. But Robin Williams do it by his own, immediately attacked by Alamar, and then he thought that Roy Turnham is on the left kickboard, but he helped him. He came inside, so the pass goes into the nowhere. It's Aguilar there in the infight. Roy Turnham wins it on the left kickboard, 3 meters to go to the line. Aguilar wins it back, control it for Madrid, but Roy Turnham is right there to go into the infight, but it's a loss. position. It's Aguilar trying with a long ball, but it seems to be a little too long. Alamar put everything in, but it's too long. It goes over the line. It's throw in by Malpass. Malpass already reopened the game, looking for Williams, who every time he stood there in the right corner, he controlled it this time very well. Attacked by Miguez. Miguez is not able to come in the infight. It's still Williams from right to left. He tried to find his way into the D, but he missed position of the ball. It's Aguilar playing a smoothie pass to his goalkeeper. Oliva controls the ball with the right foot and then sent on a trip for Alamar. Alamar well controlled. He's close to the broken line, several position 3. Worcester defenders in front of him. He skipped 2 already. It's only Dan Harris for him. Alamar, it's an opportunity to shoot. No, he missed it. And ball gonna be deflected in the corner, but stayed alive. Well worked by Roy Turnham. It's becoming dangerous, and there is Sergio Alamar on the D-line. Roy Turnham and Harris is there, and Harris, together with his mate, win this infight. Roy Turnham makes the ball clear and try to switch, but it's too deep for Robin Williams, who was here still standing in his own half. The ball goes by touching the kickboard on right-handed over the line, and it's go to a goalkeeper for Oliva Rodriguez. But before we have this goal clearance, Madrid 3.5 minutes before the end of the first half with this goalless draw called a timeout.
Yeah, I think both players in this hot conditions under the sun here in Bukovica, it's very, very warm, and they've played many games over the last couple of days, and I think they'll be glad for these timeouts, taking on plenty of water. Very even final, which we expected. It's goalless so far, but breathless final. There's just under 4 minutes remaining of this first half, and it's goalless.
Yeah, and it's not only the hot. It's not only the hot condition in this match. You have to take notice that it's a long weekend with a lot of matches played, short breaks between the matches. So every team has already 4 matches played and are here in this 5th match, and this during about 30 hours. So it's a lot what there is asked from these players, and they perform very, very well. High level, high speed in this final. Everything, or the most important thing is missing in football: goals.
Yes, goals win games, but also defences can come out on top as well. And at the moment,
isn't there a phrase like attacking wins games, the defenses win titles?
That's very right, actually. Yes, but in this case, it's only one game that needs winning, and it's the final. And it's a roll out by Rodriguez. Rodriguez rolls it out of his area to the left-hand side, played over to the right, picked up by Fernandez, played forward down the right-hand kickboard. Good ball to find Alamar. Alamar comes infield, runs into Liam Archer. Alamar loses the ball, but it's with Aguilar now on the left. Williams comes across to try and tackle Aguilar. Aguilar still has the ball, back to goal, switches play over to the right-hand side. Great ball. Shot comes in from the near post and goes wide, high wide of the near post by Alamar, but good play though by Aguilar and Alamar, finding each other accurately with passes and then getting the shot off in good time, but off target for this time. And Malpass, the goalkeeper for Worcester, takes a short goal kick, just rolls it out to Harris. Harris plays it down the right-hand side, and that's too much on that. So it goes beyond Williams, and it will be Rodriguez for Madrid to get the game underway. Rodriguez, the tall goalkeeper, all in green. Both goalkeepers, in fact, all in green. Underarm throw, drops it out of his area to Fernandez on the right. It's Fernandez. Again, pokes it down the right to try and find his teammate Alamar. In fact, he's found Turnham. Turnham goes over halfway and just overruns the ball. Alamar comes into midfield in the centre circle. On the centre spot, he drags the ball back using his right foot. Tries to play it forward for Aguilar, but only plays it into the feet of Liam Archer. Archer comes forward, edge of the broken line, central position. Archer just runs into a Madrid wall. Alamar now puts the pace on. Over halfway, down the centre, left of centre. Real good chance. Left-footed shot goes wide by 3 yards. It was just overstretched. And there's going to be a substitution here with 2 minutes to go for Madrid.
He looked, in my opinion, for the finish too early. One more step and he was able to put his body behind, and in consequence there, because he tried it too early, it slept over his left foot and he missed it. There is a substitution already done. It was the last action, at least in the first half, of Sergio Alama. He's going to be replaced by Mickey Lopez, who did perform very well as well in group stage. So the young Mickey Lopez, 17.18 years old guy. This is the young offense of Madrid. Goalkeeper clearance by Dylan Malpas. Again, he's doing a short one to Des Harris on the right wing. He traveled over his own broken line, left wing, trying to find, and he find in the end, already in the forward third. Roy Turnham in the shooting position, and there is the goal by Roy Turnham. Long pass, looking for Roy Turnham. Turnham from the kickboard, he turns around, he goes to the center, just 1 meter outside of the D. He shot it left, and Sergio Oliva was moving in the other corner, and so there is the 1-0 for Worcester. If everybody saw, we go goalless in halftime. 40 seconds to go in this first halftime. Roy Turnham turns us wrong. It's run.
Any time's a great time to score a goal, but just before half-time is a fantastic time to score, especially when it's been such an even first half, and a goal by Roy Turnham, who scored 2 goals in the semi-final to get them to this final, and the deadlock has been broken. 1-0 to Worcester. Dylan Malpas saving a shot from an acute angle on the right, and he'll drop the ball out of his D to Harris. Harris brings it forward a couple of yards, then plays a lovely ball down the right to Williams, who's standing by the corner, and Williams shouts in anger because he couldn't control the ball. But it's half-time, and it's 1-0 to Worcester. 1-0 at half-time. The goal by Turnham separates the two sides. We'll be back in 5 minutes or so with the second half in the final of Bukovica 2018. So we're back underway in the final. It's 1-0 in favour of Worcester against Madrid. And for those of you just joining the coverage, we have swapped ends, so it will be the predominantly white shirts, blue sleeves, blue shorts and blue socks of Worcester shooting from right to left on your live stream. And for Madrid, it's blue shirts, white shorts, white socks, shooting from left to right. It's 1-0, a late goal in the first half, scored by Roy Turnham in a very, very entertaining end-to-end and combative first 20 minutes. 20 minutes of the final remaining, the second half. It's with Williams for Worcester. Plays it down the left-hand side into the final third. Turnham just collides with number 3, Fernandez. And I don't think he shouted void. Yeah, I think the referee there, Francois Cuca, just signalling now. It's a team foul, so it's an early team foul for Worcester there. You're allowed 3. Any more than 3, it will result in an 8-metre penalty. That's the first of this half. And it was no void called. You have to shout void to let players know where you are. Long ball forward. It comes off Harris's leg. It's right on the edge of the goalkeeping square. Now into the goalkeeping square. And Dylan picks it up very quickly. Dylan Malpas, the goalkeeper, England goalkeeper, and goalkeeper for Worcester. Cross ball towards Turnham on the left. Harris is just doing his boots up inside his own D. Turnham loses out to Alamar. Good strong tackle comes in by Turnham. Alamar goes down, nothing given by Coca, and the ball goes out for a goalkeeping restart for Malpas. Malpas, a minute gone already in this second half, drops the ball out of his D to Harris. Harris on the right, comes forward Harris, over his first broken line. Now he gets to the halfway line. Good ball forward towards Roy Turnham, but Turnham just lost his bearings there, and he couldn't pick the ball up. It's with Rodriguez, the goalkeeper for Madrid. Long overarm throw, powerful, down the left-hand side. It's too powerful for Aguilar, and it goes forward for a goalkeeping restart for Malpas. Malpas back on his inside his square. Once again, Harris is short. He's going to go long though, down the right to find Williams. He controls Williams, edge of the D, turns inside. Chance here for Williams. Players getting their bodies in front of Williams between himself and the ball. And now Madrid can clear. Williams is trying to win ball back on the edge of the D. Doesn't. It's poked forward for Aguilar inside the Worcester third. Aguilar from a central position. Good tackle by Turnham. And then a tackle comes in on Turnham from Aguilar. Turnham over on the left-hand side, inside his own half. Tries to switch. It comes off Aguilar. And now Alamar has it. Inside the centre circle. Alamar goes to the right. Switches back to the left. Alamar hasn't reached the broken line. He's going from one side to the other on the halfway line. Alamar scoops the ball to the left-hand side to try and find Aguilar. Aguilar is over there with Harris. Harris puts his hand in the air. Aguilar does well inside the D on the left. Tries to beat his man down the byline. Harris just pokes it towards the goalkeeper. Good defending there once again by Harris. And a pass down the left-hand side from the goalkeeper, Malpass, to try and find Turnham. Can he keep it from going down the play? No, he can't. It's going to be a goalkeeper restart for Rodriguez.
Oliver Rodriguez is right there. He tried to send on a trip Alamar, Sergio Alamar, well controlled, but immediately attacked by Roy Turnham, who sprint from forward to backwards. It's Alamar against Turnham. The infight on the right kickboard. Alamar passed him over the right wing, on close to the kickboard. It's only 5 meters to the D. He tried to come inside the D, running on Des Harris, but deflection. It goes in the arms from Dylan Malpass. No danger, no foul, even if the Spanish bench reclaimed it. Game go on. Shortly rolled to Harris by Malpass. Harris opened the game. Aguilar stepped inside. Nice done by the number 21 of Madrid. Still Diaz there. Harris fell down. The ball goes deflected into the D, and there was a blocking by Harris. Absolutely correct. The Spanish bench reclaims. The ball goes after a bounce of both. Both fall down. The ball goes in the other direction, close to Malpass into the D. Harris stand up and blocked Aguilar to go forward, and correctly decision there. Indirect free kick, personal foul. 4 minutes played in the second half. Still we have the 1-0 lead scored by Roy Turnham just seconds before the final whistle of first half. Now possibility, nice chance for Madrid to equalize. 4.5 minutes now played. 4-man wall built there by Dylan Malpass. Francois Coquet makes sure that they have the right distance. 5 meters is requested there from the spot of the free kick, and the position is very attractive. 10 meters, 2 meters left from the double penalty spot, so quite central. Malpass is not ready with talking. He's asked Carquet to retouch the ball once more for his defense. Now Malpass is done with his comment. He re-asking silent, asking to the referees if Malpass could talk again, and he could. And it's still time of Malpass. Malpass say, okay, I'm fine. And now it's time for Pedro Rodriguez behind the goal to hit with his blind foot the left post from Sergio Alamar. The point of view, who's gonna taking this free kick? Now the right post. There's also Aguilar in the center of the wall. Alamar goes a couple meters, deflected shot, but no problem for Malpass. He saved it easily. 5.5 minutes played. Malpass are looking for an opportunity to pass the ball through. He decided to the right kickboard where Robin Williams is. Robin Williams passed Aguilar. Now he goes to Fernandez. He passed Fernandez. He goes into the D very close. He has a shoot opportunity. There was a block. Deflection goes in the arms of Oliver Rodriguez. Nice save by the Spanish keeper. He already put the ball inside the game again to Aguilar. Aguilar tries to switch off his own half. He's looking for Alamar. Alamar on the right-handed board. Alamar problems to controlling. Second attempt was more successful, but Roy Turnham works in the defense as well. The ball goes in the keeper's area where Dylan Malpass steps with his foot on and declares it with the right foot to Williams. Wilpass is looking for the switch, but there was no man. Ball position again with Alamar. 6 minute plays in the second half. Alamar turns around about Azim Amir, who came in for Liam Archer. The ball goes deep into the D. Ooh, danger zone because it was already in the goalie zone. Malpass picks it up, but Alamar goes behind and tried to kick, but fortunately nothing happened. Thrown in left wing to Turnham.
Yeah, very confident goalkeeping, also cool goalkeeping when he's got the ball at his feet. Good ball by Turnham, comes off the boots of Williams on the far side, hits his heel from the left to the right, switch play across the halfway line. Back to Amir. Amir along the halfway line, cross ball from the right to the left to find Turnham. Good ball by Amir. Turnham turns back across the halfway line, stops, now carries on over the right hand side. He connects with the boots of Alamar. Possible free kick there, but none given by the referee. There is Turnham, turns over the halfway line, inside the centre circle, goes down the left-hand side, Alamar for company. Turnham goes to ground outside of the D, nothing given there, he just went under his own weight there, no free kick at all, and it's with Williams on the right. Williams inside the final third still, by the kickboard on the far side, under pressure from Madrid defenders. He's got Amir behind him. He's got Square, also Turnham. He misses out Amir with a back heel. Amir has to go back to the halfway line. Aguilar for company. Amir goes down the right wing, tries to get beyond Aguilar. He's still going, Amir, and he's pushing the Madrid back inside the final third. Amir tries to get the ball under control in the final third. It's poked clear by the Madrid defence up to halfway. Aguilar tussling with Williams on halfway. Williams comes off better, has the ball for Worcester, back inside his own third, comes out to his own third now, stops, goes back in, central position. He's being followed by Aguilar, who comes across, tries to win the ball back. Square ball by Williams over to the right for Amir. Amir was there on the back of him, Fernandez. In fact, it's Alamar. Alamar trying to win the ball back for Madrid, along with Amir. This is just on the kickboard on the left for Madrid. It's in the centre circle with Alamar. Goes himself down the left-hand side, puts a bit of pace on. Good shot, low to the goalkeeper. He saves with his legs. Malpass out to the halfway line. Downfield, there's no downfield player for Worcester at the moment. Here comes Williams, trying to charge the ball down. It was a good save by, once again, Malpass. Up over halfway goes Aguilar to get to the halfway line, then switches from the right over to the left. Good pass, finds Alamar. Alamar brings it forward. Harris in front of him. He goes past Harris, shot low. Easy save, really, for Malpass. He did well, kept his eyes on the ball and dived on top of it. And a good save by the keeper. Going to ground is Amir, just collided with Aguilar on halfway. Here's Turnham inside the final third. He goes to ground again under his own weight. And no free kick given. Rodriguez with the ball.
Immediately caught by Francois Coquet. Play. Olives Rodriguez already thrown the ball forward to Alamar. There's a one-on-one match against Dan Harris. Oh, there was a collusion, but the game goes on deep inside the D. Right wing. The angel is close. Alamar goes to the kickboard. Dan Harris is just behind him. Touch him his back. If Alamar is possible to solve this situation there. Yeah, he finds a solution. He touched on the ball. Right wings, he tried to go into the D and looking for the finish, but the ball slept over his right foot. It goes out, and there is a goal clearance for Worcester, goal clearance for Dylan Malpass. 10.5 minutes to go, but before we go on with this goal clearance by Malpass, we have a timeout.
Crazy
and
Arnold.
Pete, I'm very curious what the Spanish coach, he's just in front of us, have to give information for a team. I'm jumped off.
You go. You are our spy in the Spanish camp because you can speak Spanish and I can barely speak English. So I'll just give a bit of a sum up. There's 10 minutes to go in this final. It's end to end. Either team can get an extra goal here. It could be the second, and if it's second, it could be decisive for Worcester, or is it going to be the equaliser for this very dangerous Madrid side? It's just that one goal scored by Turnham in the first half, at the end of the first half, that's splitting the two sides. I said at the end of the first half, you know, we want to score a goal at any time, but just before half-time is a cracking time to score. They've been under pressure in this second half, have Worcester, especially in the last 5 minutes. They're being really well marshalled at the back, and personally at the moment, my man of the match is definitely Darren Harris. He's marshalling the troops at the back, and he's at one point, he's been the last man on 4 or 5 occasions, and he's stopped these attacks from the likes of Alamar, who's been very dangerous throughout the tournament. And if he carries on that way, that could be the decisive clash, Harris against Alamar. At the moment, Harris is on top. If he continues that way, I believe Worcester can win. If Alamar gets the better of Harris, even just once, they can get back into this game, the team from Madrid. What were they saying on the bench?
Well, there is information from Becerra. He wanted that they pass the ball from one side to the other to open the defense, and only if there's an obvious chance for one striker go forward and not taking shots from 8, 9, 10 meters with person in front. There's not very successful opportunity because one side they're person in front, on the other side Dylan Malpass is a strong keeper. Passing as long as there is a gap to go through, and only if it's a clear opportunity for the striker goes through. Games reopen with this goal clearance by Malpass. Open it for Harris. Harris looking for his striker Turnham, as he done by the 1-0 in the first half, but missed his player. Ball goes wide over the line. It's Rodriguez Oliva with a goal clearance, and he met no mate, and it goes through until Dylan Malpass. Dylan Malpass reopened the game with a slow ball to Robin Williams. Robin Williams with a deep switch looking for Roy Turnham. Roy Turnham controls it very well. Going backward, a big loop, turn around left, turn around right. He's in the center circle looking the pass for Roy Turnham. Está bien. For Roy Turnham. Robin Williams controlled the ball very well from left to right, looking for Azim Amir, who's also there. Azim Amir controlled the ball against Fernandez, trying to put backwards, but there's called Chapi. Aguilar controlling the ball. Aguilar close to the own broken line. He traveled over the broken line and trying to send on a trip Mickey, who is new in the game for Alamar. Mickey from the right side, he's trying to find his way for the D, but he's in difficulties because Roy Tournament also Des Harris are attacking them, and Harris win the infight. 9 minutes to go on the clock, and still the infight, Mickey against Harris. Harris is forward now. He tried to keep high the pressure, and Mickey is forced to a switch, but it was incompleted. Intercepted by Azim Amir.
Azim Amir over the halfway line. When Harris goes forward, Williams drops back. They're a very well-drilled team, this Worcester side, very experienced, especially with Harris at the back. As Amir, the youngster in midfield, does really well. Takes the ball off Aguilar, goes forward himself. Still going. He's the only man forward in this attack. 3 players back for Worcester. They're defending this 1-goal lead. Amir, he's surrounded by 4 players. He's doing very well at the moment. He's got past 2, and he's just pushing the ball out to the far right-hand side, and he's keeping the ball by the kickboard. He got turned there by Fernandez. Williams is there. Williams holds the ball up inside Madrid territory. Now he dribbles back inside his own half, centre circle. He trusts his dribbling skills, does Williams. Plays it down the left for Turnham. Turnham tries to turn his man, does so. He gets towards the D, doesn't get actually inside the D. Brought out well by Lopez. Lopez, who opened the scoring for Madrid in this tournament, goes long, straight downfield, and it's stopped by Harris. Harris now will come back over halfway, down the centre. Darren Harris rolling back the years, going down the right-hand side, shoots straight into the goalkeeper's chest. Great run and great shot by Harris, but a good save by Rodriguez, the goalkeeper. And there's a collision off the ball. That runs forward, and it will be a goalkeeping restart.
What a heavy strike. So he's not only a high-class defender, but he not often, but he finds his way forward. He's able to shoot. He hit that perfectly. Unfortunately, of point of view of Worcester, he was not placed very well, so it was quite easy, very central for Oliva, but he keeps it there in the end. Long throw in by Mopas. It goes past through to Oliva. Sorry to interrupt him.
Yeah, long throw by Rodriguez downfield. Aguilar, it's 1-on-1, but he can't control the first ball, and it goes out for a goalkeeping restart. Less than 8 minutes to go in this final. Worcester leading by 1-0. Malpass, underarm throw, just outside of his D to Harris. Harris comes over to the centre. Aguilar comes over. He plays it long downfield. Intercepted by Lopez. Lopez now. It's 2-on-2. Lopez over halfway. Cuts inside to a central position. Roy Turnham does very well. Gets back. Lopez is following Turnham rather than the ball. And the ball is inside the D. Tries a back heel. Doesn't make connection with the ball. Forward comes Harris once again. And Harris pushes the ball outside of this broken line. Past halfway now. Good defending by Harris and Turnham. Harris goes long. And then Lopez will pick it up inside his own third. The only player coming forward is Harris. So plenty of players have dropped back for Worcester. Going beyond Harris is Lopez, down the right. Lopez goes beyond his man, goes beyond the broken line, tries to get into the D, goes to ground, it hits his knee, and now Williams will dribble the ball out of his own D. Looks like there wasn't no volley called there by Aguilar. Aguilar, no call. So it's going to be a free kick to Worcester, just outside their D.
Yeah, and here on the Spanish bench, Coach Nacho was not happy with his decision, standing here on the bench, and his coach Becerra say, hey, calm down, you're 30 meters far away, accept this decision and give him a final call. But it looked like that Mickey could not continue. Stuart Winton is right there, and he make the signal to the doctors, please come on the pitch, and Mickey is holding his left leg, his left knee. Oh, it was a painful one, if I see it right. Yeah, now he's showing it to the doctor. It's my left knee. But there is a substitution already prepared. Sergio Alamar is ready to jump in. Best wishes here in this situation to Miguel Sanchez, Angel Sanchez Lopez. And the coach is asking, sorry, because he has some couple of confusion, he wanted to change another one. What happened? I haven't seen it. And Rodriguez Oliva explained that it was like a clash and a turn around on the knees. I don't know how it's called. Now he jumped over the board himself, trying to go there to talk to his player. Encourage applause around the pitch here in Bukovic. Best wishes to Mickey. And he's gonna be replaced 1-on-1 by Sergio Alamar. The confusion about this substitution, because Becerra don't have any more this substitution card. He wanted to take another substitution, but regarding on this injury, he changed his idea and changed Alamar for Mickey. And we started there with a free kick for Worcester. and Worcester is in favor of 1 goal, and the time is playing and ticking for Worcester. 6.5 minutes to go.
Harris brings it out of his own third, up to the halfway. He's being followed by Alomar. Goes beyond Aguilar. He's Harris still going over to the right-hand side where he had a shot only minutes ago, which was saved by Rodriguez. He's by the kickboard, is Harris. He's wasting a bit of time, which won't matter for Worcester. He switches to the left-hand side. Williams just at that moment ran the wrong way. Now he's got the ball on the left-hand side, Williams. Just loses out to the defence, and the defence clear for Madrid. Upfield, the only player forward at the moment is Aguilar. Aguilar's got Amir and also Turner for company. He turns past Amir, goes through the legs of both Harris and Roy Turner. There was a handout there by, I think it was Darren Harris who was on the ground. And the referees have paused play. Looks like it's going to be a drop ball here. That's very unfortunate for Aguilar, really, because he got the better of him, and the hand came out.
Yeah, then Harris fall on the ball and touches with the hand. So it was not on purpose, but if Francois Coquet whistled penalty there, there's nothing to reclaim from Worcester's side, in my point of view. But we are far away. Anyway, there is a referee ball. That means Francois Coquet will put the ball into the kickboard, and it's Alama to win this situation. He tried to... He's in a possibility to shoot, but he turns around. 4 defenders in front of him. He's on a broken line. He do it by his own, looking for his gap, looking for his way there to go. There is Aguilar as well. A possible pass. He tried a pass to Aguilar, but interception by Azim Amir. The time is playing for Worcester. 5.5 minutes. Azim Amir on the left kickboard. There's the ball. He stepped inside, but it's a danger situation, a danger dribbling. He lost the ball against Aguilar. Aguilar against 3. He goes into the box, but just before he could shoot, nice defending by Robbie Williams with the left foot. He kicked the ball with a big tooth away, and it's the corner from the right wing. 5.5 minutes played, but before we see this corner, we have a timeout called by Madrid.
Yeah, Madrid timeouts, and once again, Rizzio will go into the Madrid camp and find out what's being said. There is 5.5 minutes to go. 1-0 to the 4 are the team from Worcester in the Makavica 2018. The coaches are now chatting to the two teams. The guides also from behind the goals have made an appearance. Dan James has gone over to the Worcester team, and over on the near side we'll hear what's being said from Rizzio very soon. So with 5 minutes to go, it's 1-0 to Worcester. Can they hold on, or can it be an equaliser, maybe even a winning goal from Madrid? There's still plenty of time. It only takes a second to score a goal, and we'll find out very, very shortly. Plenty of the crowd who are here for the Bruno game for third place have remained, and then of course we'll have the award ceremony. So if you are watching this live stream, then please stick around and watch the award ceremony for all the teams. Roy Bruno had the third place playoff game sewn up from a penalty shootout. Very dramatic game. So they will end with the bronze medal, and the gold medal and the silver medal will be decided in the next 5.5 minutes. At the moment it's Worcester with that one Roy Turnham goal to the 4. And we'll find out very shortly who wins the gold medals.
Becerra in this time was not giving a lot of information how they play, how the tactic. He just calmed down his guy because they are starting to discussing, they are starting not to be in focus. And he asked half of the time, oh, please guy, be focused on the game, not discuting with the ref, not discuting between each other. Be focused on the game. We still have 5.5 minutes time, and the other was the question which condition is Mickey Lopez. If he is fine, he will come back for the last minutes to keep high pressure, but there is no signal. Now we start with a corner there from the right wing. 5.5 minutes to go. On the right wing there is Alamar and Miguel Fernandez. Tip in. Alamar is over the bow. He do the bow. He have it on the right foot, but shot misluck. But there is Aguilar. Aguilar couldn't control it. No, it goes over the line. Goalkeeper's clearance. And now the Lemarpas, you see, Pete. Okay, of course, he don't have hurry up. Slowly he goes into his box, and he opened the game with a high underarm ball, looking for Roy Turnham. Roy Turnham already in the final third, close to the right-handed kickboard. In the infight with Aguilar. Aguilar wins it, could switch. He's looking for the switch for Alamar, but there's Robin Williams as well. There have been an infight on the midline between Alamar and Robin Williams. Alamar turns around very well, but there's also Azim Amir, but still in the position of the ball. Alamar now in the infight against Robin Williams on the broken line, right wing. He tried to switch, but it looks too deep. Yeah, it's too deep for Aguilar. Unluckily, 4.5 minutes to play. Goal clearance for Dylan Malpass. The goal clearance for Worcester.
Yeah, Dylan Malpass will now play this downfield. 4.5 minutes remaining. In fact, he just drops it out of his area once again. He's just in the play of Harris. Harris, good crossfield ball to find Turnham. Turnham inside the Madrid half. Back to the halfway line. Central. Turnham. Over to the left, over to the broken line as well. Down by the left kickboard. Into the D he goes. Square ball across to Williams. Williams versus Fernandez. Fernandez gets the better of that duel. Now brings it forward. Fernandez already scored a goal in this competition. Pokes it forward. Aguilar leads the chase up to the broken line as Amir does very well for Worcester. Plays it side-footed out to the right, knowing that Williams is there. Williams beats his first man, Aguilar. Now he goes past the broken line. One goal surely here for Worcester will win it. Here goes Williams. Williams scores! Into the bottom right-hand corner. A left-footed effort. Is that the winner? It's 2-0 for Worcester. It's Williams with a left-footed effort into the bottom left, right-hand corner, beating Rodriguez. And it's 2 goals for Worcester. Worcester lead by 2-0.
And this shot of Robin Williams, it was not so powerful, but it was placed exactly next to the post, and Olivia did the step to the right, and then he was not able anymore to jump over the left. He stretched all his power, all his fingers, but he could not reach the ball. So much effort he put in. The shot by Williams was not fast, but it was so well located that there was no chance for Rodriguez Oliva, and we are with 2-0, 3 minutes to go. Worcester already, they have one hand on the cup, but game is not finished yet. There is the kickoff by Madrid, 3 minutes to go, but it missed this pass by Mendes to Alamar. It missed it, so it's goalkeeper clearance by Dylan Malpass. Malpass is looking his mate, but interception by Alamar. Position of the ball for Madrid, Once de Madrid, with the center, Alamar. There against Azim Amir. Azim Amir is not able to come into the infight. Still Alamar. Left there is Aguilar, but he does by his own. It's still Alamar. Took under D, but he missed the opportunity to shot. The ball goes roll on and goes over the goal line. There is a goal clearance by Dylan Malpass. 2.5 minutes to go. Shortly thrown in, looking for Des Harris. Harris dribbling by his own. Already crossed the midline. Now he's the switch in direction of Robin Williams. Could he keep it in? No, he touched it, but bad control. Oliva with the goalkeeper's clearance, looking on the left wing for Alamar. He's already in the final third. He is asked by his coach to switch the ball. The switch is coming, but it's too deep. No chance for Aguilar to reach it. We have 2 minutes left, and Malpass again with a goal clearance. Becerra wanted another change, but time is running out. And it's Malpass. Open the game on the left wing with Roy Turnham. Turnham with a switch deep, looking for Robin Williams. Robin Williams against Fernandez. Fernandez looking for the infight, but oh, nicely skipped by Robin Williams. Do his second? He's already in the center of the D. He's in the D. He shoots, but this time Oliva blocks with his foot. The low shot, ball deflected, going back here in our direction. It's again Robin Williams with the ball against Jose Fernandez. Jose Fernandez is pushing there a lot. Stuart Winton say, don't push, but game goes on. We jumped in the last 70 seconds with Roy Turnham in his own half of the position of the ball. He switched to Azim Amir. Azim Amir against Fernandez. The Spanish team, of course, they're only with one defender, ref. Azim Amir in the infight. He wins his infight. He could go into the D. Oh, heavy foul there. Oh, that must be punished with a yellow card at least. Azim Amir, let me explain this. Skipped the defender with the number 3. It was in this case Victor Manuel Acevedo Fernandez, and then Fernandez with the right foot, he kicked. Just the only aim he had was to turn him, to kick him, and this is a foul, and it must be a yellow card, and it's not been booked.
Yes, I think maybe just a bit of leniency, being 2-0 down possibly in the final has done that, but Francois Coquart, who's already showed a red card in this tournament, not afraid to show cards, and with only a 30 seconds to go, referee timeout. So the referee will give a timeout here. It will be a free kick to Worcester, and it will be Roy Turnham and also Aziz Amir. They're going to take this free kick. It's going to be 8 yards from goal, 3 men in a wall, and of course the goalkeeper substitution being taken place. It's Fernandez who is being replaced. and possibly Lopez coming back on after that injury. Back for Worcester in the centre circle.
It's Ignacio Sanchez Eras, the player with the number 6 who comes in now, called Nacho.
Nacho's on the field, so 30 seconds to go, and at the moment it's in the, I would say, palm of the hand of Worcester, but at the moment the fingers and thumbs are closing in on the title. There's only just over 20 seconds to go. 2 goals to the 4. Worcester lead 2-0, a chance to make it 3. Dan James behind the goal, tapping the posts. It's going to be Roy Turnham to receive the ball from this free kick. Now what's he going to do? 4 men in the wall. Is he going to shoot? He's going to dribble. I'd imagine he's going to dribble. He goes down the right-hand side to the corner, and he just runs the ball out. So didn't exactly work to plan there for Roy Turnham, but it might not matter because time is ticking. Rodriguez, underarm throw downfield. Azir can't stop that, but Darren Harris can. Darren Harris has been an absolute rock at the back. He just gets tackled by Amir. He's sticking with him though. Amir, Alamar down the right-hand side. Alamar twists one way, then another. Inside the D, good save by the goalkeeper. Easy save, really. And that could be the final throw of the dice for Madrid. There's the final whistle blown by a World Cup final referee, Stuart Winton. And the winners of BBFC 2018 blind football competition is Worcester. Worcester have beaten Madrid by 2-0 in the final. Goals from Roy Turnham and Robin Williams in the second half means that Worcester win by 2-0, a deserved win. Well marshalled at the back by Dylan Malpass and also Darren Harris in midfield. The combative duo of the likes of Robin Williams and also Roy Turnham alongside Liam Archer and Aziz Amir. A quality side with a blend of youth and experience, ably marshalled behind the goal by Dan James. And it's Worcester who lift the trophy.
They already won in 2016, so the traditional Bučovice fountain baths on the main square of Bučovice were shared by this British squad again. It's all done in Bučovice 2018. Pete Selby is already leaving the pitch. Well job. Nature is calling, and so it's my honor to announcing the last words. Bučovice Blind Football Cup 2018 is played. The winner is Worcester Blind Football Club playing for Worcester University. Big hands also to the Spanish squad of Madrid. They showing this fair play now. Immediately they go to the foreign bench, congratulating the English squad, congratulating the English coach. The best wishes to the injured player Miki, who went out with a knee injury. Best wishes. Hopefully he will be back again soon in the future. So the last words here from Bukovic, we say bye-bye. It's Peter Selby already gone and Maurizio Bergoglio. See you next year, maybe. Hear you next year, maybe. Bye-bye.